Chrisean, sweetheart, I was not clowning your child, my grandchild. It's time to just say what it is so that you can stop being embarrassed and harboring that guilt. I literally spoke what I saw because I was in shock. I was not trying to say anything bad about your son for clout. That's you. You use my son for clout. I'm not using your son for clout.
Now, are you aware of the health challenges that Chrisean Jr. possibly has?
It was to my understanding that he had a hernia at birth, and it was to my understanding that the doctor or whatever medical professionals at the time of his birth, they had stated that he would need medical treatment like surgery, steroid injections, etc. in order for him to start developing properly.
The word has just gotten around, child, that Crone is going crazy since the streets actually called CPS on her because of her request.
Keep calling CPS or police. I don't care. Keep calling them. Call.
According to sources, based on their assessment, it appears that Junior will be taken from her and given to Carissa, Blueface's mother. Given that Chrisean and Carissa haven't always had the best of connections, it should come as no surprise to those who are aware that she would be upset about this arrangement. They don't mix, just like water and oil, and that has been the case since ancient times. The first is that Carissa seems to simply enjoy attention, whereas Crescent is full of drama. She must therefore somehow become involved in the drama. They simply wind up fighting with one another at the end of the day. However, Junior is the true victim who suffers in silence while these two have been going back and forth, coming for themselves one way or another. He had to cope with health issues from the moment of his birth. According to sources, Junior suffered from both physical and mental ailments. But the doctor who delivered him simply confirmed that he had a hernia.
Any metal rods, implants, or anything like that?
No, he's healthy other than the hernia.
Awesome.
You got some tissue. I'm gonna get some tissue.
Awesome. And you said no allergies, correct?
Correct.
Love it. Alright. Perfect.
I do.
There are now two varieties of hernias. Another is the umbilical hernia, which occurs around the belly button and is more or less common in infants. Then there is the groin region, where the inguinal hernia occurs. Junior was diagnosed with this particular sort of hernia. Prematurity is one of the causes of this hernia. Furthermore, if the data is accurate, drinking alcohol and not eating enough during pregnancy doubles the chance of having a premature baby. Therefore, it's reasonable to assume that Croissant's friendly relationship with a bottle throughout her pregnancy may have contributed to Junior's hernia. After going on a tirade over Junior's hernia, Blueface even uploaded a photo of it to the internet. Now keep in mind that I mentioned that he had an inguinal hernia, which is in the groin. Thus, you are fully aware of what was depicted. Furthermore, Blueface had no regrets whatsoever for posting the image, which is the worst part of it. Even "It's my son" was written by him. I'll publish because if I want to, who is going to tell me to shut up or stop arguing? This whole affair could have been settled quietly now. Blueface and Chrisean, on the other hand, always put their entire business out there for everyone to see, read, and hear. Croc responded to Blueface right away, stating that he was strange, for what he did and more. Crone claims that Blueface also has photos of the intimate parts of his other son, Javon. As a result, she referred to him as a freak and used other disparaging names to describe his actions.
Swear to God. So tell little baby you have a crush on him. Tell him you want to him, not me. And let him know and let the world know you're a weirdo. You posted your son. Okay, post Javon pictures that you have in your phone, from his phone. When Javon took pictures in his phone of his, you sent them to your phone. Post that, Blueface. Post your other son's pictures that your son took. Not the one that I wanted you to be concerned about your son too. Post your other son. Post his so we can know how his dick's supposed to look. Huh? Exactly, that's weird. You're doing weirdo shit. You're doing pedophile shit. You're doing gay shit. I don't stand for that. You need to go to hell. Today. You need to go to jail. Today.
It is already well known that Chrisean may not be Junior's ideal parent. However, it appears that she is gradually developing into a protective mother who aspires to be as present for her baby as she can. It cannot be emphasized enough how change, although feasible, is also extremely challenging, despite the fact that she still occasionally fails. One could also argue that Carissa is perhaps even more unsuited to be a mother than Chrisean, because we all saw how Blueface turned out in the first place. Second, it has been suggested that Carissa has a Jocasta complex with regard to her son because of the manner in which she consistently manages to be actively involved in Blueface's business. Carissa decided it would be a good idea to compare Blueface and her husband together in order to dispel the myths.
I don't mind if y'all say stay out his business. I don't mind if you say weird stuff. Just don't be saying the stuff about I want to sleep with him. That's just going too far, okay? I got my own over here, and it's bigger than my son, okay? So we gonna get that all cleared up for y'all. And if y'all need me to post that D.
By adding, "Your husband is not bigger than mine on Psy. Stop saying that." Blue also made the decision to join the circus. Not to mention the time Blueface and his second baby mom, Jaden Alexis, hosted a little celebration for their kid, Javon, in their home with strippers. Blueface then asked Javon to come watch the strippers in the living room instead of searching for a snack.
Booty cheeks out here, you in here looking for chips. You ain't gay, is you? Casual day. Son, come here. It's booty cheeks out here, you in here looking for chips. And Slim Jims. You ain't gay, is you? Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. Y'all sit right here while I go fondle with these young women for a little bit, all right? You in charge. I got two little monkeys jumping in the bait. One fell off and bumped the bitch. Hey, this is so good, make a bitch special lady. I can tell the bitch a lie, she's gonna believe it.
And we can therefore conclude that this entire family is a freak show, and Crone had good reason to lose it when she learned that CPS was considering having Carissa take custody of Junior. She refused to hand Junior over to Carissa, even while Croissant was imprisoned. Rather, she let her buddy March look after him the entire time. It's crazy to imagine that Carissa now wants custody of him, because we are aware that Crone will not tolerate that. Right now, this situation is just one step away from a total meltdown. Here are the opinions of a few people regarding it. Carissa is terrible, this individual said. 100,000%. She is only interested in herself. For example, Croissant Porter and his mother and so-called grandmother don't need to be brought to court. Given that she is continuously disparaging Rock and bringing his mother to court to remove him from her, Carissa has no claim to custody. Someone else said, Carissa despises Croc. She truly wants to see her suffer, and she is aware that taking Junior is the only way to do it. Carissa's mental instability is obvious to everyone. She has and continues to in an attempt to harm Croissant. To be honest, Carissa is completely insane. Why does she get involved in every action Crow takes? She was a terrible mother, as her son has already stated. Take a look at her remarks regarding Junior. She is unable to control Crow because she is so envious. It's gone too far. It's gotten out of control. Help is desperately needed for her. Croc is the focus of everything she says. She is genuinely in love with her kid, Blueface, in my opinion. She is not acting like a typical mother when she is with him. Finally, this individual stated, Carissa is not a suitable mother. The court should not give her Con Jr. in any form. She wouldn't be allowed to watch my dog. Furthermore, we would want to hear your opinions. Do you believe Junior would be better off sticking with Crush, or that Carissa would make a better mother? Tell us in the comments, please. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and watch the following video since it's equally messy.